Hello everyone. So welcoming you again in a new session of this data representation chapter. So I think this is the fourth video actually on data representation. So we are already done with the different types of number system like we have hexadecimal, octal, binary, decimal. So in one of the video we covered all the types of numbers. In the second video we did the number conversion. How can we convert one of the number to other numbers? As number conversion is very long, so we have taken in two videos. So now let us start with the next topic, which is binary addition. So how can we work with binary addition? So binary is what? Binary numbers are actually in a form of 0 and 1. So if something is written only with the help of 0 and 1, so these are considered as binary number. So when you will go for binary addition, that means you only have to go for the addition of 0 and 1 values. So this is actually based on the 5 different cases. We have 0 plus 0. That means if number 1 and number 2 both are zeros, the answer would be 0. But if one of them is 1, okay, you can see the first is 0, but the another one is 1. In that case, you are getting 1. So either first is 0 or second is 0. Any one is 1. In that case, you are getting 1. If it is 1 and 1, so you are getting sum and carry both, okay. So this is the carry wala part and this is sum part. So this is a 2-bit answer we are getting. So the rightmost is the sum part and carry is 1. If you have 3 ones where you are finding the addition, so the carry and the sum, they both are 1 only. So these are the 5 rules which you have to follow in case of binary addition. So let us take some example just to make ourselves more comfortable with these type of questions. Starting from the decimal addition. Why I have taken this example? Because binary addition is also something like this only, like 7 plus 5 will give you 12 and you are getting a carry. This one is nothing but the carry, okay. Then 2 plus 1 is 3 and plus 1 is 4, so it is 42. Now next to this you can see we have the binary addition here, and under this you have from where we have to start. Here also we are starting from the right side, rightmost side. So here also we will start from the rightmost side. So it is 1 plus 1. So you remember 1 plus 1 is what? It is 1, 0. This is sum and this 1 is carry. So here 1 plus 1, sum part is this only and carry part you will write upside. So 1 plus 1 is sum is 0 and carry is 1, which will come here. Now you will start adding with 2 digits only. So 1 plus 0 is 1, right? 1 plus 0 is 1 and then that 1, the output of these two, 1 will be added to this. So 1 plus 0, 1, then 1 plus 0, 1, then 0 plus 1, 1, and then 1 plus 1 is again 0, and in that case also again one more carry is coming and that will be added here. So this is the final addition of this binary numbers, okay. This is the final addition. So if you are clear, fine. Otherwise I have taken one more example here. So here you can see the size of both of the number is not same. So how to manage all those things? I am writing it again. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And this is only 2 digits. So you write these 2 digits here. We already discussed or in mathematics, in general mathematics also, if you are adding 0 on the left hand side of any number, it is not going to affect your final output, right? So what you will do, you can add zeros here. Now go for it. 0 plus 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is what? 1, 0. So sum is 0 and carry is 1. So sum part is coming here. This is sum and upside is carry, right? So it is 1 plus 1 is sum is 0 and carry is 1. Now 1 plus 1 is 0 but carry is 1. So it will come here and 0 plus 0 is 0. Okay, so again the same thing. 1 plus 1 0 and 0 plus 0 is 0, but because of this one carry will come. Then 1 plus 1 0 and 0 plus 0 is 0, and then again one carry will come and that carry will be appended here. So this is the final output of this example, where you have in first number you have total number of 5 digits and in the second number you have total 2 digits. So I hope you are more clear now with this one more example. So let us start with one more example here for the fractional binary addition. So fractional questions we did in the previous example also. It is not like this is the first question in which we are, you remember when we were doing the conversion type thing, so in that also that fractional part was working. So it is again I am repeating, writing it again. So 1101 and this side it is 101, so that dot will come down to it only, and here you have 1 1, and then you have 101. So here now double one I have written already, and this 101, so 101 is more than this, so you will start from the left side. Okay, it is 1 1 and then 0, and this one will come here. So please check these things properly. And now again you will start from the same thing only. It is 1 plus 1 is 0, right? It is carry 1. This is the carry part. Okay, the upside part is carry, downside part is sum. 1 plus 1 is giving you carry and sum both. 1 plus 1, this rule I am writing here, 1 0, and triple 1 will give you 1 1. So now you have 1 plus 0 is 1, 1 plus 1 is 0, and then again carry 1, right? Then triple 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 1 1. Here also 1 and here also 1. Then 1 plus 1 is 0, 0 plus 0 is 0, and then again carry 1. And this will be again the same thing. It is 1 plus 1 is 0, and then carry 1. And that carry will be ended here. So this is the final sum in case of the fractional binary number. So I hope you are clear with all this. Starting with, so this much only is given for the binary addition, but we are expecting one question in exam from binary addition as well. So yeah, in the unsolved exercise also we will take more examples. So the next topic is character representation. How can you represent the characters? Many of the character representation schemes are there. Okay, so the first one is ASCII codes. I think if you have any idea about any of the programming language, then ASCII code is the first thing, they are just explaining it to you. So ASCII, what is the full form of ASCII? It is American Standard Code for Information Interchange. So this is one coding scheme. For all the characters, what all characters we are working with, they all are having a different code value. So with respect to that code also, we can identify those characters. This ASCII code is a 7-bit encoding scheme. So when you will try to write the coding of this ASCII code, in that case, it will be a 7-bit number, you could say, which is a combination of 0 and 1, or a 7, 0 and 1s are there for the single value, for the representation of a single value. This is more than enough to represent what all the, the characters which are given in the keyboard. To represent those characters, this scheme is more than enough. Okay, but if you are adding some other thing like the Indian languages, the characters which are available in different Indian languages, Devanagari, Bengali, the Telugu, and what all the other languages are there. So if you want to add those one, so we have a different scheme. But as such, for the general English characters from capital A to Z, small a to Z, so for that the ASCII code character representation is more than enough, which is a 7-bit encoding scheme. So here I have taken some of the screenshot from the book just to make you clear how this coding scheme is working. So you can see this is looking like a table here, and the table is actually, the first column of this table is the characters. The second column of this table is the ASCII code, which is a 7-bit scheme. Then the three numbers are given. The three numbers are given here. We have the decimal number, we have the octal, hexadecimal. Okay, so here the characters, you can see we have A to Z. So A to R is here, and R to X, Y, Z are also there. So X here and then Y, Z here. So for these all characters, you can see the 7-bit ASCII code. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here you can check total 7-bit of value is there, a number is there to represent one ASCII. This is actually common for all the alphabets, right? From A to capital A to Z. Even the same is there for small a to Z also. I have not taken all the things. I was just explaining you how it will look like. Okay. So this one, and then the numbers also, even numbers also, from 0 to 9 also they have their ASCII values. So here only you can see the corresponding ASCII values are given here. Even the same thing if you are representing in decimal, octal or hexadecimal, everything is given here. So this is called ASCII encoding scheme, American Standard Code for Information Interchange, right? So this much is enough. Here practice questions are given here. So I can just give you one idea how these questions will work. The following is a message encoding in ASCII code. What is the message? So here it is looking like 0 and 1, which is definitely a non-readable form. So please just check it out. 100, 100. So I'm going to the previous one. 100 and 100. So where it is 100 and 100, it is H. So what you have to do this, when you will convert it into what? When you will convert it into character, it is actually capital H. Then we have 100, 101. So like that only you can check for all. 100, it was what it was, 100, 101, 100, 100, 101. This one E, 100, 101. Okay, it is HE, and then 100, 1100, 100, 1100 L, and then we have 101 4 times 0, 101 4 times 0, right? So this is in total, if you will check the message, what is written over there is H, E, L, and then P. So the message is actually help, right? So like that they are just asking, sometimes they are asking you to convert it into ASCII code also. So they will provide you the characters, and then you can check the equivalent value of those characters in the given table, and you will be able to convert those character into ASCII form. So like that vice versa type of questions are coming. These questions are not so important, but yeah, you should be clear with that. So I took one example here. Now if you will go for the next character representation scheme, it is ASCII codes. This ASCII, ISCII, okay, ISCII. So ISCII, like A stands for American, I stands for Indian. So this is Indian Standard Code for Information Interchange. That's the full form of this ISCII. Then we have one more full form. Actually, this is standard they have changed to script. So Indian Script Code for Information Interchange. And when you will go for the difference in between the ASCII code and ISCII code, in this they actually, because this is I stands for Indian, so they actually tried their level best to take all the characters of all the Indian languages. So here you can see not only the Devanagari, which is like type of Hindi script, is included into this. Along with this, what all the different states are there, they all have their native language, state language, Oriya, Bengali, Assamese, Telugu, and all the different languages are there. They actually have taken all those languages here, okay, inside the Indian, because specifically it is designed for Indians, okay. So they included all those characters from the different language. I took one screenshot from your book to just make you clear. You can see Devanagari, it is A, R, E, E. So these all characters are there, which are the Hindi the characters, even in numbers also there. So yes, okay, so this is ISCII. Like that you have one more coding scheme, which is Unicode encoding scheme. Unicode, if you will go for the Unicode, I mean if you will go for the full form of Unicode, it is universal code. Universal code. Now the point is ASCII, that was for America, American Standard. A stands for America. Then ISCII, I stands for Indian. This is universal. As such, no country name is mentioned here. So this is universal. So this is universal means it is acceptable by all. Okay, so whether you are a part of India, whether you are from abroad, they all are actually following a same coding scheme, which is called Unicode encoding scheme. In that also you could see multiple multiple bits it is working. In decimal it is like 0 to 127 is under 8-bit of data. Then 16-bit of data is 128 to 2047, and then 2048 to 65535, and 24-bit of data is required to represent it. And then this U65 536 to 2097 151 is 32 bits. So you can see how many variations are there to represent, because this is universally accepted. So they actually have taken everything into it. Okay, so they actually have taken all the different type of languages into it. Okay, so well, here we finished all the coding scheme, the character representation. I hope you are clear with all the characters, ASCII, ISCII, and the Unicode. If you have still any doubt, please don't forget to drop a message in the comment. And if you like the video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and to share with other friends. Thank you so much. Bye.